What the heck is going on, everybody? We are here watching the GOAT, Schmeef's new world record for free run. This is the first person to ever get a solo record under 7 minutes and 10 seconds, and we're going to react to it today. So, if y'all have heard of, I don't know, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, that's pretty much who Schmeef is, and we're about to see why. This is the best solo free run player of all time, and if it sounds like I'm talking crazy, just wait. Y'all will see what I mean. We can talk about through this run what Schmeef is doing to make it so perfect. And even here at just the beginning, every single slide off a ledge is going to be a G slide. That's of course when you slide and then press L3 and then jump off the ledge. This is the movement mechanic that allows you to go through the map as fast as possible. Not only that, every single mantle that he's getting is a short mantle. So look right here as he jumps, it's a short mantle. He's not catching a single longer mantle, which doesn't sound like it saves you that much time, but when you're adding up how many times you have to mantle over the course of the entire free run course, that really adds up. And when you're as good as this and need to cut down on half a second with each skip, that's how you do so. So this is a new skip that I haven't seen before. And I imagine that's just something that saves maybe 0.3 seconds or something like that. But what? Okay. What? These are the things that really add up, bro. I mean, those are like smaller skips you wouldn't even consider. This one, I have seen this skip before. I haven't tried it myself, so I don't know how difficult it is, but it just looks insane. It looks insane. That has to be a decent time saver, but I guarantee you doing that ledge slide or the G slide out to that center block and having a triple wall bounce is really, really difficult. And speaking of difficulty, like the hardest thing about this entire free run course is just taking a bunch of difficult skips and compiling them all together without missing. Like that is just, that looks so easy, cutting the ledge early, wall bouncing, but I guarantee that it's not. Even this next skip, so the Dravik skip that y'all have probably seen before, where you G-slide past the sign, land on a ledge, and then continue jumping. That one's not easy. So to add all these, compile them together in one run, it's insanely typical. It must have taken a ton of time, and I honestly really, really respect it. But this skip, I maybe only get this one about like 50% of the time. I'll like overshoot this ledge right here. Even that stutter step right there. The difficult part about that skip is that if you... It only saves maybe a second, a little bit less. But if you stop here, you have to back up a little bit. You see he like stutter steps, backs up, and then runs forward. That's so you get enough distance to hit this next ledge to then fall down and hit the next checkpoint. If you don't do that stutter step, you fall. But if you take too long on the stutter step, then you might as well have gone the other way. So it's just... It's insane to put all of these together. As somebody who's grinded free run as much as I have, I couldn't fathom putting all of these skips together in one. Even my fastest time still includes like maybe 2 errors. But my fastest time, we're talking like, I don't even know, 7:48 or something like that. I don't even remember. But this grapple section has stayed relatively consistent. I think Hook, Optic Hook, was actually one of the people who changed about the halfway point of this grapple skip. I'll let you know where that is. And we figured that out by, I was in a game with Hook when I got my current personal best, actually, and got to see what his meta is for the grapple, which is pretty cool. So it's right here, taking this one on the right, and then instead of grappling the ball, grappling this area on the left here, the left side of this wall. The reason that you're doing that is to cut the corners. Any sort of like from right to left, if you can cut that to straight ahead, it'll be a time saver. And so that's what grappling to the left does right there. It's the same thing right here when you're grappling to the right, so they don't have to go all the way out to those left ledges. Cutting the grapple here, grappling onto the floor, and then this one is so difficult to put this entire grapple together. I think the secret is staying as low as possible, but the problem is if you go too low, you'll hit a checkpoint and you'll be stuck on the zip line with the shotgun. So the rest of this, of course, looks really clean. This right here, dude, chef's freaking kiss. Watch this. He grabs the checkpoint without touching the ground, which looks easy, but if you go too high, you don't get the Peacekeeper, and then you need the Peacekeeper for the next objective, obviously. But if you don't grab the Peacekeeper, he would have to stop at, let's say, this platform right here, just long enough to get the gun itself. He goes just high enough above the ledge right here, or just low enough, sorry, that it gets the checkpoint and gives them the Peacekeeper, all without stopping, which is just unreal. It's unreal. And this is not even... We haven't even gone to the hardest skip of this run yet. We're about to go there now. In this skip, I only get maybe 1 out of every 10 tries. Oh! Yo, what? He almost slides off right here. That jump saves him. That was crazy. Okay, this is the most difficult skip in the entire run right here. It looks so easy. I promise you, bro. That skip right there took me, no joke, an hour to get for the first time. Just sitting here and G-sliding over and over again. It looks easy when it's done correctly, but I promise you, go into free run and try it yourself. If you can't get that on the first try. It's impossible. It is such a difficult skip that is actually pixel perfect in when you decide to do your G-slide. That to do this on the first try after every skip that he's gone through so far is absurd. This one is still a difficult skip, but it's nothing in comparison to the last one. Like, obviously he gets this one. This part, that's really freaking difficult too. I don't even know how he manages to string all this together after the run he's had so far. Like, it's crazy. I don't think anybody's beating this. Unless somebody finds a crazy new skip, I don't think this time is getting beaten. There's just no way. Short mantle right there. That's a tough ledge to short mantle. Even here, I think he... That ledge slide had me nervous for a second. He goes so fast, he doesn't have to shoot that target twice, which is crazy. This one right here, this is actually my meta, the way that I was doing the pistol skip. He was doing it a more risky way. Then G slides his way to the finish. 5 minutes and 50 seconds at the final zip. And now the remainder of the run is just kind of the grapple section. There's a couple like tiny skips that you can do to make this a little bit faster. The main one is just staying as close as you can to the outer rings of the circle. That way you're just shortening the amount of time that you'll be in the air. The second one is like an intentional death to get a faster checkpoint. And then the third one is at the very end, and it's making sure you get a good boost out the final circle so that you end up at the top of the ramp, or as close to the top of the ramp as possible. So I'll show you right here. He's going as close as he can to the sides of the rings, just like I said, to shorten the amount of time that he's even in the air for. And then the intentional death is coming up here in just a second, which will bump him a little bit closer. It is after this next ring right here. So we'll go through, intentionally die here for a faster checkpoint. That was a little bit mixy, to be honest. It looked very weird. And then the rest of the run is looking like this. This is probably one of the more important parts, is making sure you get a good boost here. It's very possible to get dead boosts, and he gets a good one. Ends up at about the halfway point of the ramp. Runs to the top, and then just barely gets 79.9. I mean, we are talking... Let me go back here. I need to see where he is at the... Bro, 7.7, 7.8. So close to getting a 710. That is unreal. Unfathomable. So congrats to Shmeef. That's the world record free run GOAT. All glaze, I believe, because it's watching a master at work. It's an incredible thing to see. I'm like honored to be alive to witness such greatness on free run. But thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm gonna go try to get under 7 minutes and 40 seconds because I'm ass.